Do you know what I want to talk about, actually? I don't know how many of you guys actually watched the Game Awards. Lord knows I fucking didn't. But they really got gamers. Everyone is saying they released Concord 2, gamers. Concord 2 is real, gamers. It's real. Okay, so just to spoil it, this is not my first time watching it. I watched it with Twilight earlier. Do you know what the funniest thing about this? Do you know what the funniest thing about this video is, right, guys? Look, okay, so do you guys notice it? What do you guys notice? I'll give you guys a couple of seconds to try and take a guess. I didn't notice it, but like everyone in the comments was like fucking fuming. The hair, it is the hair. I don't know why, but but gamers, if I press Control F, there's a lot of people calling this the broccoli cut. Yeah, Gen Z broccoli cut in the first few seconds. That really sells me the game. I'm like, when did we start hating this haircut? Am I not familiar with the update? I know we hate I call it the sombra cut. I know we hate that now. Like, I know like there's too many characters with this hairstyle, so people are like, I can't stand it anymore. Like, I call it the sombra cut. I don't know what it's like half shaved and then half hair. I know people hate the sombra cut now. I didn't know we hate the broccoli cut or whatever it was called. So I don't know how you guys feel about this. I've always hated the broccoli cut. Or fucking, aren't you in love, eh? The whole world has joined in.
For coin or for cause, I fight.
So immediately I'm getting Paladins vibes from this. Literally someone said Paladins do. Literally Paladins. Paladins did the same horse thing. And the makers of Apex Legends and Titanfall gamers. And that is where they made the calamitous error. Because you can't say the words Apex Legends and Titanfall without there being a contingent of people going, where the fuck is Titanfall 3? And I'm one of them. I'm speaking, I am one of them. I am one of the people saying, where the fuck is Titanfall 3? Okay? Fuck you, alright?
Here we go.
And again, I do think it's quite ironic that they say new breed of shooter, when it's like, all I'm getting from this is that it's a hero shooter, which is like a genre that's like 10 years old minimum. Team Fortress 2 is the pioneer. Overwatch is like the Kickstarter, I would say. 10 years since it's been kickstarted, you know? And it's like, it looks like a hero shooter. Do you know what I mean? Like, what else about this is new breed? Come on now, what are we doing here?
Belongs to me.
And the other side of it about this is, right, from what I could see, I think anybody who's played like a respawn game, i.e. Titanfall or Apex Legends, can recognize the movement style. And if there's one thing I loved about Apex in the 3 years I played it, is that the movement is really great. So I have no doubt that this game is going to be pretty fun, but you're coming into a market where like everyone's a bit like rolling their eyes when they see a new one. And then I'm just like, you're not really helping yourself when you like hype yourself up as like the successor studio to Titanfall, the big Titanfall name, and then you say a new brand of shooter. Do you know what I mean? It just doesn't help you. You're just not helping yourself. That's the issue. Because I don't doubt this could be fun. I have no doubt this is going to be fun. But like you've made it look like a game of all time. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's essentially new the same way NSMBDS was new. Yeah, or not even NSMBDS, but like NSMBU. That's what this looks like, you know? By the time NSMBU came out, what were we all saying? Like, another new shoot game. That's what this looks like. If you're going to make another hero shooter, or show us another one in the large 2025, you gotta like give me like something to latch onto. Do you know what I mean? Arc Raiders is a game I really want to buy because of the proximity chat. I love a bit of proximity chat, okay? Proximity chat was enough to make me go, okay, I'm here. What about this is like screaming out to me? Other than the movement looks kind of sick, I guess.
Tower coming in.
And then you're the studio that made like what, Titanfall, or the creators that made Titanfall and Apex. Easily one of the coolest things here. One of the coolest things about Titanfall 2, and you just have to be there, is like the dual nature of the gameplay. 1 minute you're boots on the ground, grappling, fucking running at high speed, and then all of a sudden, stand by for Titanfall. Now it's mech gameplay. It is like one of the most fun gameplay loops of any multiplayer shooter I've ever played. I want to make it very clear. Titanfall 2 is one of the most fun gameplay loops ever. So you're thinking, okay, is this like the Titanfall thing? But like, I don't know, it looks like just some tank that you can call upon when you're doing like the final charge or whatever it is. I don't know.
I am the coming storm.
Are you now? Oh my god. Crazy. And again, this trailer would have banged like 7 years ago. It would have, but I'm just like, oh. The Highguard. And also the name's not helping either. It's like called Highguard. The name is giving Roblox knockoff of Overwatch. Do you know what I mean? Like, what are we doing here? You were the last trailer of the Game Awards, right? Jeff was glazing you to high hell. You've invoked the Titanfall name, which is already going to get people going, myself included. You're a hero shooter in 25, so you're like, okay, you've already not sold me, but can you sell me? What's Highguard got? The abilities I've seen in this game don't look like anything I haven't seen in other games. The fact that people are going, oh, that's just Heller's ult, or oh, the Raven thing, oh, it's just like Bloodhound. Like the fact that you can see a thing and go, that's that from that game, otherwise instead of going like, that's kind of cool. Like, what are we doing here, you know? You guys should have seen it. When Twilight told me there's this game called Highguard, everyone's panning it. It was made by the Titanfall guys. I'm like, fucking Titanfall guys. I'm like, yeah. And then I said, you should have seen the look on my face. It's like the energy drained from my soul as I watched more of this, and I'm just like, oh. I feel the worst kind of emotion, gamers. I don't feel love. I don't feel sadness. I don't feel anger. I don't feel betrayed. I feel the worst emotion, gamers. I feel nothing. At least it's free though. At least it's free, and it's coming out in a month, gamers. So will we be there, gamers? Yeah, I just wanted to kind of talk about this because I thought it was interesting and how absolutely nothing it was. So bit of a shame, eh? All these hero shooters, they should make a villain shooter. I actually agree. Who are these heroes? You know what? A hero's a hero, but everyone loves a good villain. That's how it goes. Duotagonist shooter. Oh my god. Hang on. NPC shooter. Every character's like ultra generic. That's Concord. Shut the fuck. You know what I meant, okay? You know what I meant. It's just regular ass people. DPS character, Jerry from Accounts. He throws like USB sticks at you as his primary fire. Auntie Mabel, she just throws cookies at you or some shit. I don't know. And then you've got Ahmed, your next door neighbor. His passive ability is he's really loud, but only from a distance to imitate the fact that obviously he's your neighbor and he's a very loud neighbor. You know what I mean? But up close, he's like really chill and cool. So he gets stronger the further distance he is away from you. His sound-based attacks. You've got Karen the Disturber. She's a tank. She absorbs damage and like uses that. She's like Zarya basically. She absorbs damage and then like uses that to power herself up. But then like if she takes too much, she dies instantly. It's a bit like a Karen, you know, like she yells at people back, but the moment the police come, the Karen's dead, you know? Theo the neighbor kid. He's the movement character. He can move really fast on his skateboard and what have you. But the thing is, Theo's power ends up being like drastically reduced the longer the game goes on, because like the longer the game goes on, the closer his bedtime is, and the closer his bedtime is, if it hits his bedtime, then obviously he gains a debuff. You know what I mean? I think we can make this, guys. I think we can make this. You know what I mean? I think we can make this game. I think this game would be amazing. The one homeless guy who's weak but has one move that makes him broken. Ooh, definitely. He doesn't work well in crowds though. In 1v1s, homeless guy is perfect, especially going after the female characters in the cast. As soon as you group up on him though, his power becomes much less effective. Unless he like ends up collecting enough buffs. Buffs being like the drugs in this case, you know? Paul the Plumber. Paul the Plumber uses his like social nous. Or he has this mechanic where he does favors for like NPCs that appear in the game. The more favors he does, the more money he gets. The more money he gets, the more tools he can do to upgrade his stuff, and he can stack enemies with that. So he has like a game within a game instead, you know? So you kind of have to disturb him like from doing his like plumbing, you know? Andrew the Podcaster. I think he works well in like isolated rooms. So in open areas, he doesn't work, obviously, because obviously he can't film his podcast. In isolated rooms, he's like really high power. You can also like proc confusion in a lot of people, because obviously he ends up spouting such nonsense on his podcast, he confuses people. Do you know what I mean? So I think that works very, very well. Hannah the receptionist, she's very, very good at organizing the team. Like her ability, so like she puts in the calendar, in 1 minute, we're all going to be in mid. And if all of you guys are there in mid, when the minute is up, because she schedules it, she puts in the schedule, you guys get a big power boost. So she schedules in events, and if you do them, you get power boosts. That's how that works. John the AI artist. You spawn in as him and you die instantly. Mark the office worker is like the most like normal stats across the board. Mark the office worker is the Mario of the game. He has everything normal. He has a couple of fun grabs, and he's also very good at dealing with like passive aggressive customers. So like Karen, he works pretty decently out, but otherwise he just neutral matchups across the board, you know? Yeah, Mark is a Soldier 76, yeah, basically. The Milkman. Milkman works in a very strange way. Like, he does deliveries in the game. He delivers, like, heals to the teammate. But Milkman has a mechanic where if he is not spotted by a teammate for about a minute of in-game time, he ends up getting a massive boost. The massive boost being the Milkman fucked your mum. And as a result, he ends up getting like a big charisma boost and ends up like doing a lot of damage. So the whole game of the mailman is you want him to stop healing the team, but you also have to keep him in your sights to stop him from fucking your mum. Melvin the nerd. Ooh, the nerd, he has a bit of a weird playstyle. It's like the reverse. He sees the reverse of the podcast, bro. The nerd works well in groups. In isolated instances, the nerd gets bullied. In groups, though, I think the nerd can, like, his ability is just, like, annoying people. Like, he passively annoys people. He, like, forces people to constantly engage with him. It's like, you know, Follow Me from Pokemon forces a Pokemon to attack the Pokemon that use Follow Me. The nerd forces the camera to constantly focus on him. So you rely on the team focusing on him so hard that you can kill him, you know? So in isolated instance, obviously if it's a 1v1, it doesn't work, right? Obviously 1v1, you're always focusing on him. But like in a whole team situation, it kind of rages the guys to like fire up against him. Do you know what I mean? Anthony, the bartender, I think the bartender can like mix his, like, the spawn room has like a bar where he mixes in, like, he can mix and match different abilities. And he essentially has, like, he's like a big custom character. He can mix and match so many different abilities and, like, does so many weird things. Ultimately, it results in the same thing, because ultimately it's all alcohol in the end. But he can mix and match different buffs and debuffs to the enemy. So he's kind of like the wizard in a way. Too many drinks to your teammates can end up being a bad thing. He's a bit like the Mii-fighter, basically. Yeah, he's a bit like the Mii-fighter of the game. So that's kind of how the bartender would play. I think that'd be quite interesting. Scott the Woz. Scott the Woz is like, Scott the Woz will be a character that releases in 3 years once we start doing collabs. So Scott the Woz DLC will be like later down the line. So we don't want to talk about that just yet. We'll end up like talking about that in like year 3, Q2. You know what I mean? Alright, guys, I can't. Well, let's move it now. Guys, we can do this all day. We can do this all day, guys.